Hey everyone. So as you know, I'm gonna be playing on the road today. I was supposed to play yesterday, but after work and all the guys that weren't available. I'm talking about Boss, Russ, and or at least Eugene, and both of them, all of them weren't available. So that one ended up being canceled. So instead, I decided to play today during my lunch break. And once again, I'll be on the road to either Saddleback Park or Friendship Park, for the activity that I'm about to explain in just a moment. As you know, I just, played all last week at home, all three of my home debut games, CPE on last Monday, Heritage Park on Wednesday, and even and back to back at Brookhaven Park, and I was 2-1, in that home debut. If it wasn't for me choking that 13-point lead, where I've had consecutive mid-range and turnaround mid-range shots left and right, to earn me that 13-point lead. And unfortunately, I just got cold, and that 13-point lead ended up disappearing. And yeah, so it is what it is. And then I played in CPE just last Tuesday, where it was a nice bounce back, had a double-digit lead, double-digit lead, in the second half, and was able to hang on. So for a much better performance. And now I'm going to be on the road, where I'll be in either one of these two parks that I just stated. So this activity here, yes, it's a 1-for-1, another 1A, 1B type of activity. Timer 6 minutes for both parts. And obviously the moving target score will start at 0, right? This is going to be pretty interesting, and there is going to be some similarities to the John B. Park game, so pay attention carefully as I'm about to explain what these games are, what these games are going to be, or what these activities are going to be. So for 1A, the first one is going to be the 100 game style. For those of you who have may be familiar with how I play my 100 game style, kind of mid-range activities, where I had to attempt every mid-range shot on each side, left or right, rotating back and forth till I get to 100 attempts, right? I remember how exhausting that was, right? I miss those days. Who knows? Maybe I might do one just for the fun of it. Would I? I mean, it's been that long, just to bring back some nostalgia, But anyways, yeah, those of you who may have been watching some of my 100 game, activities back then, for the last few years, you would know what I'm talking about. But in this case, it's gonna be 5. I'm gonna be required to make or to attempt 5 mid-range attempts, and I can start on either side. So it could be from the right or the left. I just gotta attempt, make those 5 attempts, within 1 minute. So 6 to 5 minutes. I gotta attempt that. I gotta make those. I'm required to at least attempt all 5 of those before it reaches the 5 minute mark, right? And then for B, it's gonna be LM3F regular, right? The one with the 2 free throws and all that. And that one does not need any required makes, but however, it is gonna be also 1 minute, so I can have like my usual consecutive same shot options for that one. However, I had to do it within 1 minute as well, from 5 to 4 minutes. And then the third one is going to be the same as the first one, and then the fourth one, D, is going to be the same as B, right? So now before I get to E, just so for A and C, because I am required to attempt 5 mid-range shots minimum. If I don't complete before the minute goes up, for A and C, then it's +5 to the target score. Okay, so so yeah, that's the only thing that's gonna suck. So for letter E, or the fifth one, it's gonna be nothing but 3-point attempts, right? So I might make this you know, rule for all the upcoming games, in case this happens, to where if I make a 3 after the 2-minute mark, then I can save, you know, I can choose to use either of those advantages, you know, for the next coming activity, which is 1B, right? So I can use that, and you know, I'll still be able to qualify for another set of the floater and the mid-range advantages just for 1B, you know, as long as I make another 3, right? Another 3 in activity 1B alone. It's just you know, it's just, yeah. So that's that. And for activity 1B, it's gonna be the turnaround. It's gonna be 100 game style, letter A, 100 game style, but it's gonna be what is it? It's gonna be turnaround mid-range attempts, all 5. Remember, same concept. And if I don't complete, then obviously it's +5 to the target score. And same thing apply for C. You know, the same time limits and all that. Letter B and D is the LM3F, but it's going to be a little bit different. The LM3F custom is under the basket, followed by the floater, and then the mid-range, and then yeah, the 3. So so yeah, that's the only thing different. That's for B and D, and then for E, it's gonna be a rotation of 3s and 4s only. So that's gonna be tougher than the first activity. So yeah, that's gonna be it, man. At the 2-minute mark, when it gets to the rotation of 3s and 4s, if I'm gonna qualify for another set, let's say if I get the mid-range, for the mid-range specifically, I'm gonna get I have to make 2 3s, a total of 2 3s for me to get a mid-range advantage, or a 4-pointer to get the mid-range, as well as floaters. So that's gonna be, you know, the caveat for that part right there. I know it's a lot of details, but you know, I'm very well understood it. So wishing the best of luck, and whew, man, hopefully I can you know, keep up the good work and see what I can do on the road. All right, peace.
Oh, come on! My goodness. Come on! Oh, no! The fadeaway 3! Curry launches and 3-quarters caught! It's a golden dagger!
All right, now. So let's go. So I am on the three-point section now with all the mid-range shots that I made in the mid-range advantage. That should now be a pretty erasable advantage now to 18 points. I got down to 59-41. So with 153 left, I'm going to continue on with the mid-range. Since I made all of them, then I'm going to get to the threes after. So it's going to be the long mid-range only, okay? So let's go. That was one of those games, unfortunately. I did make 1 3 in the first half, but second half, I think all of them just went short. And I don't know if it has to do with the winds. It looks like the winds were pushing this way, if you can see where I'm pointing. But yeah, just made none in the second half. I was able to cut it to 18, and then, ultimately it became a 23-point deficit the rest of the way. So many out of bounds calls, and it's not a good one overall. But yeah, too bad for me. That's another loss there. So 13-5, no, excuse me, 14-5. So I'll see you all back in Heritage Park tomorrow. Peace. Thank you for watching, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe.